Thank you for joining me on my channel today. Today I'm going to be cooking calf liver. Um, and I wasn't going to make a video, so it was like spur of the moment. I was already sauteing the onions, so that's why you see a little piece of onion in the pan. Right there, I have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and then I've added 2 tablespoons of bacon grease, just to give it a little more flavor and a little more kick. Um, and the reason I'm cooking calf liver is because I don't like beef liver. Beef liver tends to be chewy and a little tough no matter how you cook it. It just seems to not be the same as calf liver. Calf liver has like a more tender bite to it when you're eating it. So right now I'm going ahead and I'm adding the liver to the pan. I've already salted and peppered the liver, and I've dredged it in some plain all-purpose flour, and I also seasoned my flour. The flour is seasoned with um, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. It just depends on how much you want to put in there, how much flour you have. I usually probably use about 2 cups of flour, and I'll add 2 tablespoons each. And right now my skillet is on the burner, and the burner is set at medium high, and I'm not trying to cook the liver. You don't want to cook it all the way through. You just want to try and brown it on both sides, because you don't want it to go tough on you, because what you're going to do is that after you brown it on both sides, you're going to take it out and you're going to set it on the side, and you're going to let it, I set it on a paper towel, on some paper towels on a plate, and let it just drain. There's paper towels, and it's going to drain the fat. And then after that, the reason why you don't want to fully cook it now is because you're going to put it back in the pan after you make your gravy, and then it's going to cook in the pan for probably 15 to 20 minutes. And right there, I just added a little more vegetable oil because the oil was starting to burn out and I didn't want it to stick. I love calf liver. I love calf liver ever since I was a little girl. And the funniest thing is that none of my kids will eat calf liver. I tried to get them into it when they were little like me. I probably was a year old sitting on my grandmother's lap eating liver grits and gravy. My kids would not eat it no matter what I did. They just wouldn't eat it. So I'm the only one in the house that will eat liver. No one else will eat it. So usually I'll make it and just, it'll be enough for like 2 days, because I'm the only one that'll eat it, which is a plus for me because I don't have to worry about someone else eating it all up and not having any left for me. Okay, right there I'm starting the second batch. There is my 1-year-old crawling around. She always has to be in the kitchen when I'm cooking, always doing something. And that's about the brownies that you want it to be right there. And I must tell you, it smells so good in this kitchen. So right there, I'm going ahead and I'm draining the grease from the little crispy bits that's stuck in the bottom of the skillet. And I added a little more vegetable oil to another pan. And right now I'm getting ready to make the gravy. So I'm going to add probably throughout the whole process, I'm going to add about a half cup of all-purpose flour. And I'm just going to keep stirring it around until it starts to get caramel colored, or a little bit darker, until it starts to brown and thicken up a little bit. And I'm just using the rest of the flour that was in the pan that I dredged the liver, and I didn't go and like get more flour because that flour is already seasoned. So and it's going to be cooked anyway, so why waste it? Right there you can see it's starting to brown. Get a little darker. I added a little more flour because I wanted it to be a little thicker. It didn't seem like it had enough flour. Uh, and that's kind of the consistency you want it to be, like paste. And then there I am adding a little more salt and pepper. Because of course the gravy has to be seasoned also, or else the whole dish is just going to come out bland. And there I'm adding the onions back in so they can also uh, continue to saute in the pan and flavor the gravy a little bit more. And I'm starting to add the water to actually make the gravy. And I'm adding it in 1 cup increments right now until it gets to be the consistency that I want it to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the liver back in, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let it cook for probably about 15 minutes. And I'm going to turn the burner down and just let it cook. Basically, you're just warming the liver up and cooking it the rest of the way. And this is the part. This is the color that it usually turns as it's cooking. So it's gotten like a dark caramelly brown, just the thickness that I like it. And basically at this point, it's done. I can't wait to eat it. And I did it with grits. I don't eat it with rice. I know a lot of people eat it with rice. I like it with grits. That's the way I've eaten it all my life. And we call it liver grits and gravy. So I already cooked the grit. I cooked the grits in the microwave because I was being lazy and I just didn't feel like it was good. It was kind of late.